Okay, you guys, welcome to part 2 of Tuesday's lesson. Now we're dealing with a negative x squared. So our parabola is going to look differently if we have a negative. Now I'm going to show you what the frown looks like. Okay, on your homework, we gave you values. Okay, when I plug in one, first thing I want to do though, when I have a negative, please put a -1 here. So when you write it out, you don't make mistakes. So I have -1 times 1 squared plus 6 times 1 minus 5. 1 squared is 1, so I have -1 plus 6 minus 5, and that's going to give me a 0. Okay, if I have 5 values here, and they're all the perfect same distance apart, this one is going to be a 0 also, okay? So now I'm going to put in the 2. -1 times 2 squared plus 6 times 2 minus 5. Okay, 2 squared is 4 times 1. So I'm going to have -4 plus 12 minus 5. And that is going to give me 3. I'm going to have 3 here also. Okay, this is a pattern. We will always have a pattern. Okay, now let's plug in 3. -1 times 3 squared plus 6 times 3 minus 5. -1 times 9 is -9 plus 18 minus 5. And this is going to give us, here we have 9 minus 5, and this is going to give us 4. Okay? So now I'm going to graph this. Now, you're going to say, oh, we don't have a 0 for the x. That's easy. We know if we plug in a 0, we're going to have a -5. So I'm just going to put that in. So a 0 here would be a -5, and then a 6 would be a -5, if you want to take your graph that far. I have 1 0, I have 2 3, I have 3 4, I have 4 3, I have 5 0, and if I did the 6, I would have a -5. And now I have a frown. This is also my vertex. And this is known as a maximum. This is as high as it's going to go, okay? Right here, this 4 in my y values, it's never going to go higher than 4, okay? We will be talking about this more tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Have a good evening.